Hey guys, it's Master Sparks. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you guys an embarrassing story time, a little bit traumatic, about when I screwed up my entire solo at the finals for Peace Country Idol. So if you're interested in that, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and sit back and hold on tight. So basically this story dates back to, I think, November of 2014, and I decided that I was going to take part in Peace Country Idol. And I had just graduated from musical theater school, I moved back home to Alberta, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to start pursuing my career as a singer, and what better place to start than at my first singing competition. So I signed up for Peace Country Idol, and then I showed up to the audition, and my mom was away in Mexico, I think, at the time, but she suggested that I sing Say Something by A Great Big World and Christina Aguilera. So I learned Say Something, and I sang that for my auditions. And if you don't, there's a cat fur. If you don't know the song Say Something, it's the one that's like, say something, I'm giving up on you. Well, I sang that for my audition, and they're like, wow, you're so emotional, you're so like raw, and they loved me, and so they invited me to perform live for the semifinals. And so I drove my little car back to Peace Country Idol to perform for the semifinals. I think it was like a week or two later, and I had the worst panic attack in the entire world, but I ran into like a couple old friends from high school that were there to support me and came just for me, and I ran into like some old teachers from high school that were gonna be in the audience, and I just felt like that was my saving grace. I was like, okay, Jordan, you've got this. You can go on stage. Because if you guys don't know, I have the worst stage fright in the entire world. That is why I do YouTube instead of performing live most of the time. One day I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna start performing live again. And hopefully one day I will tour and perform live for you guys. But at this point, Hunty was not confident at all. So I was extremely scared. I had the worst panic attack ever before I went on stage. I was like a frightened little lamb on stage, but I sang my guts out, and they liked me, and they sent me to the finals. So I made it to the finals. I had 1 week to prepare a new song, and then I was going to go and perform that for the finals. And at this point I was like, oh my god, like I had the worst panic attack of my entire life. I don't even want to go to the finals. I just don't even want to do the singing competition anymore. Like I'm never gonna sing again. Please just let me like crawl into a closet and die. And so I decided, instead of picking a more challenging song and picking something that was like, okay, I made it to the finals, now let's show them what I got, I decided, let's do something really, really easy because I don't want to have another panic attack again. So, bad idea. I decided, why not do a Christmas song? It's November, nobody's probably going to do a Christmas song, but Christmas is coming up, and so inspired by Lady Gaga, I decided to do, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. Basically, I decided to learn an entire new song. Like, not that the song is brand new, but I did like this jazzy rendition, and I wanted to do it the same way that Lady Gaga did it live, like using her lyrics that she used, and just make it my own performance, and so I decided to do that. So I go to finals for the Idol competition. It is 1 week later. I am freaking out. I have another super traumatic panic attack. This one is probably like the worst panic attack that I've ever had in my entire life, and the most afraid I have ever been to go on stage. And I don't know why. I was never this afraid to go on stage when I was performing out in Ontario. I was always afraid, and I always had such stage fright, but it felt so much more real knowing that all of these people in the audience knew me, and I grew up around them, and I felt like I had something to prove or something. I don't know, but it terrified me, and I invited a bunch of my family, and this is the first time my family had ever seen me perform live. So I had like some cousins there, my brother's there, a bunch of people were there to watch me perform, and I was so nervous that I was like, it was, okay, you know when you see in the movies where somebody's like panicking and then it just like freezes and everything around them is frozen and they're just like trapped in their own world? That's how I felt on the stage. Like I could not hear the music at all. It's as if I was like confidently singing like, I'm dreaming of a white snowman. And the music was literally playing like a totally different part of the song. And it's as if I'm like not listening to the music whatsoever because I could not hear anything at all because I was having that bad of a panic attack that the only thing that I could do is sing. I was like, I can't see anything, everything's blurry, I can't hear anything. And I was just like totally freaking out. And I've never had a panic attack that was that bad that it just like destroyed all of my senses. And so I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And literally after that, I have never performed live again. Like I was that traumatized afterwards that I've never sang live ever again. And it used to even just like give me the worst anxiety and panic attacks even to sing on a YouTube video at home in my own bedroom or like singing on an Instagram live, which I used to do. So I'm like, so that's something I've been working on getting over now for almost 4 years. And then I feel like maybe this fall or this Christmas, I'll enter into another singing competition. I said I would never do one again way back in the day, but I think that it's time to show to myself that I can do this, that I can get up on stage and I can be confident and we're not gonna have a panic attack that like freaks me out that much ever again. So that was my story. I did not even place in the finals. I think they just announced like the top 3 and I definitely was not one of them, which I probably should not have been because that performance, I can't even imagine how bad it would have been listening to somebody that's singing and not even listening to their music at all because they can't hear it. So I do have a recording of my Say Something performance at Peace Country Idol, which was my performance for the semifinals, and that is up on my YouTube channel. If you want to scroll way back, you can find it, and you can see that I was like a shy, meek little lamb on stage. But here is to the next chapter. Here is to performing on stage and performing live again, and I will let you guys know and keep you posted whenever I decide to do that. And I really, really hope that one day that I can tour and perform live for you guys somewhere. And that is it for this video. I hope you like this story time. I hope you give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that red subscribe button and join the Sparkly fam. It means the world to me. And as always, make sure to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, I love you so much.